Okay. All right. December 12th, 2020. Here we are in Los Idaho. And it's not dark yet. It's only been announced until about 7 something, but it is honestly overcast. It is really, really bad smoke. Temperature's about 78 degrees outside, but with the humidity, it looks like it's probably 82, 83. It was hotter earlier today. And I'm videoing to my phone because cell reception data. Yeah, they're working on it. It's typical when I bought big lots. This is by Lewis and Center Mall here. But it is really, really bad air quality out here. I got my, not necessarily my AC on, but I got my fan circulating here in the rig because it's not hot enough to run the AC. I'm cold. Tori girl's been a good rig. A lot of maintenance done on her since I've owned her. So unless you have to be outside with your kiddos and sports events and whatnot, just try to not still go outside. I know some people are going to do it anyways. A lot of even drive in the parking lot. I didn't even stop. Hollywood stopped. Yes, I just said that. Now that the temperature is cooling down, the smoke is starting to settle down like a fog at the ground level, and the air quality is dropping by the minute. Tonight it's probably going to go into the orange zone. On the news, they showed us, Cramp 2 news, because they're the ones that had news tonight. The other ones are, the other two Spokane now, they're showing, college football and NHL hockey, which is like, what do you do? Put it on, ESPN or something. You wonder news, I think the wildfires and whatnot is more important than stupid college football and NHL hockey. That's just my opinion, whatever. But yes, I'm opinionated, deal with it. We're probably going to go into the orange zone, or the yellow zone. As this low ridge of pressure moves the smoke in overnight and into tomorrow. I have a feeling waking up tomorrow morning for Sunday morning church. By the way, Echo Hills is back in the building now, thank God, so we don't have to sit outside in this stuff or in the hot gym. 10 a.m. It's Echo Hill drive there, and I'm actually going to go the long way home because I don't like making that turn at the bottom of all those view off of Echo Hills because there's a blind corner there. Our neighbor had not yet trimmed his bushes. We took them down. He doesn't seem to give a care. We'll see what he does. He'll probably give a care after I call it into the what do you call it, code enforcement office again. I already called it in once. I think this time I'm actually going to take the time to go down there and get some photos this next week and do some video of driving to different directions and turning in the law enforcement here locally in Lewiston. It's like, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I'm making it a lodging a complaint against it. And I showed a friend of mine that too. Keep praying for said friend. I'm not going to mention names. And it's okay to ask for space sometimes too. Absolutely. I understand. And it's like that thing I put on social media earlier today. Hopefully people will read it. Friendship and relationships are like a garden. Sometimes you just gotta back off and let it grow. Don't push them to the point where they get really ticked off at you. So this said friend was asking nicely to have some space. Understood. At least this said friend is really good at communicating. Unlike other people in my past, it's like it was a guessing game. I had to walk on pins and needles and eggshells, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it. It's like in any relationship or friendship, you need good communication. Sometimes, you just gotta give them space, even communicating. Well, I gotta think about it too. I got another buddy that I've tried communicating with, but he hasn't responded. And I hope he's still alive and kicking. Because he's Same age as my brother Dave and I since March. He's been 40, but the way his frailty is with muscular dystrophy, MD, or whatever they call that, his demeanor is like that of a 90-year-old man trapped in a 40-year-old body. So, yeah, hopefully he's still alive. Thinking about you, buddy. Been trying to get a hold of you. I think that his mom would have the decency to try to get a hold of me if something did happen to him. So, anyways, and I got other friends too. It's like, hey, give your family members, your parents, whatnot, my contact info. If something does happen to you, I want to know. Regardless of how tipped off you are, and hey, you end up in the hospital, you better let me know. Because, hey, if I end up in the hospital, I don't want my friends to know. I don't give a rat's behind about this COVID crap. Like, let them in. That's what we're here for. Normally, you can see 3 radio towers up there on the hill. Those are cozies. But it is so stinking smoky, and the further south I go, it's getting worse. I may actually go a little bit longer way home, all the way down to Duthie and come in that way, because our neighborhood is like really getting socked in right now. Yeah, I do have it on circulate, but that smoke is hard on the lungs. I mean, really hard. You can't even take a bite. It's so bad. Look at this. You can't even see across the river, and that's Soap County over there. And yeah, this will be uploaded when I get home. It's getting bad out there. Okay. Camera zoomed in for some reason. There we go. I'm just going to drive carefully south here on Silver Ave. Normally speed limit's 35, but I got her going about 30. Yeah, it's really bad. And you can see it in front of the rig there. It's actually right at the road level. It's almost like fog. And keep in mind, it's still technically, weather-wise, summer. But calendar-wise and meteorology-wise, they were getting snow over what? Colorado, Wyoming, parts of Montana. It's the last week over Labor Day. And it's now warming up again, which is weird. But lights on. Hello, buddy. Hello. Your ticket. Some people just have no common sense. If common sense were a law, we'd all be guilty. It's almost like nighttime conditions out here, and that guy in that Ford going opposite direction and he had his headlights on. Like, what a dummy. Alrighty, here's Duthie Boulevard. That's Snake River Ave going out towards Montana Creek Road, technically. And you got Hell's Gate out there. I think summer is officially ended because you watch now, the weather's going to start dropping, the temperature's going to start dropping into the 80s next week. And we're looking at the long-term forecast, and then they're going to start dropping into the 70s. And by the end of September, I think we're going to be down into the 60s. That's going to be happening in a matter of 15 days, or 20 days actually. Down the end of the month. This is a really long way to the economic position, but I'm coming this way for a reason. I want to see what's going on this neighborhood. Wouldn't surprise me if they're grounding flights coming in and out of the airport here, so that means the return flight from Salt Lake might have to be delayed unless they come in on the KLM system. Basically, they're landing on instruments because they can't go by visual. It'll guide them right into the runway. Then, you know, the way our airport is you got to get off the plane, step outside the plane, stepping out into this smoky crap. One of these days, maybe they'll remodel the stinking airport and get those. It's all enclosed. You don't have to go outside. That's what Salt Lake did. I got the windows up nice and tight, but it's not completely airtight. It's still got a little bit of smoke in the rig. Somewhere. 6:26, almost 6:30 p.m. It's acting like it's nighttime and the sun's going to drop down. It's going to get pitch black out here. We won't have, well, what do you call it, the light pollution normally that bounces off the clouds or the sky. It's actually probably going to be really, really dark tonight, except for close by the street lamps, because the way the smoke is closing in. It's probably going to be one of the darkest nights of the summer so far. It's like, man, I feel sorry for the people who got to deliver papers in the morning. Let's see, sometimes on the weekends you got the U.S. mail that delivers Amazon packages tomorrow morning. There's conditions, and they have no way of getting out of it. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's bad. Really bad. This is almost worse than the conditions that 5 years ago, summer 2015. Those fires upriver and Kamiankiski area. Took how many houses? And that one, those ones up there, let's see, the complex fire up there. Orfino, a friend's parents' place got burned up, but it was a rental, so I don't know if they had insurance or whatnot. But our hearts go out to this city of Malden, Washington. It's Malden's not even there anymore. That's just outside of Steptoe and St. John there. That back road coming off of I-90, that's a shortcut. Yeah, Malden's one of the cities out there, little small towns, and it just got wiped out by fire. It's gone. The one county sheriff from Whitman County says it was just, wow. But he did what he had to do. He knocked on doors and got people out just in the nick of time, too. Flames were lapping. It's like he's considered a hero, even though, I don't live in Washington, and he wants to can't stand Jay Inslee, but he didn't commemorate that guy, and it's made national news. So that address on Equity Hills is 3800 block. Please don't stay out of church unless you got a good reason, like health issues or kids not want to cooperate or something. You got the means to make it to church tomorrow, please do. We are at 3215 Echo Hills Drive, Echo Hills Church, and yes, we will be streaming online. So we have our Wi-Fi working. We're going to be from one camera angle. We are in the process of working on getting multiple camera angles. We're looking at a program called ManiCam, and it's compatible with both iOS and Android devices, and then we'll have a switcher app on a laptop or iPad or an Android tablet. We're looking at getting a paid version of it, and then going from there as far as connecting to the Wi-Fi and all that. We'll probably, instead of putting it on the guest Wi-Fi, we'll put it on a secured Wi-Fi, so it's more stable. Yeah, I think there's some type of a meeting going on in the church tonight. Probably about what they're going to plan is for tomorrow, since we're relaunching inside the building. 10 a.m. So, right now we will not be having kids ministry, is my understanding. The kids will be staying in the main sanctuary with us and worshiping. We do have Wi-Fi, so bring their iPads, their Android tablets, your smartphones, whatever. We can connect them to the Wi-Fi. They got tables in the back they can color on quietly during the sermon. If you got the means to get to church, if you need a ride, call somebody. Get to church. There's no reason not to be in church. Unless you're laid up at home and you're sick and you got some type of health issue. Or if you're one of the people that's at high risk for COVID. That's fine too. If you got the means to get to church, get to church. Alright, we're up to the house here. And yes, that video I posted it earlier on Facebook. I do have my RGB goodness in here, but I'll show that to you guys another time, another day, another night, whatever. Because conditions are really, really bad out right now, and I want to grab my stuff and get inside. I will cut it off here and upload.